Levar, Lonzo, Leangelo, and Lamello, otherwise known as the Ball family, one of the most controversial families in the modern NBA. Levar is the dad and is otherwise known as the most crazy. He is headlined by his mouth, and even if it is good or bad, he has a variety of claims that he isn't afraid to share. But Levar was also a baller. Well, kind of. After high school, he went to West LA College and dominated the game, but the competition level wasn't very high. He still broke the school's rebounding record with 316 rebounds in total, and the big dog posted 33 points and 18 rebounds in a game against Porterville. However, he wasn't good enough when he entered a D1 school in Washington State and dropped a super impressive 2.2 points a game and 2.3 rebounds a game. He compared himself to Charles Barkley, but still never made it to the NBA. He's more of a businessman than a baller, creating the big baller brand and his own league. His claims are pretty much crazy, like saying he could 1v1 a prime Michael Jordan. I would love to watch that, but I digress. Lonzo is the oldest brother. He dominated UCLA and led by his passing, shooting, and IQ, was drafted second overall in the 2017 NBA draft by the Los Angeles Lakers. NBA analysts believe this guy was the real deal, and somebody calling him Steph Curry with the 40-inch vertical, but we don't remember that. But in the bright lights of LA, he struggled, and in only 2 years was traded for an AD. He slowly developed and is an elite defender, but will never be a superstar. Leangelo was technically the worst brother of the three, but he is still a bra brother. He was undrafted because he had some incident in China where he wasn't allowed to go to UCLA, and that kind of really hurt his stock. He had no interest in the NBA, and he then made it to Thunder's G League. But his first game was on the exact day the league shut down because of the virus. He then was signed for about 12 days on the Detroit Pistons before getting cut. He was also injured, so he couldn't play in preseason, not being able to exhibit his talent. And right now, he is still looking for a job. And finally, we have Lamello Ball, the youngest and highest boom or bust potential brother for the whole Ball brothers. Drafted this year, third overall to the Hornets. Prized for his passing, his court vision is insane. However, his shooting and decision making still proved that they still need work. He was known as the highest ceiling in the whole Ball brother, and in his first couple of games in the NBA, there have been a lot of ups and downs. He scored 0 points in his debut, but he always showed his gift as a passer. He's actually shooting 50% from downtown, and that is showing so many glimpses of the future. Because he was drafted a bit early, but because this is early in the season, he didn't get a lot of minutes, so he didn't score many points. However, I really like that James Borrego is giving him a chance again. They need to give Lonzo a chance because he basically is the future of the Hornets, because he's their third pick, so that of course makes sense. And before he was getting like the 8th man minutes, and now that he's getting the 6th man, that's a lot better, and that's why I think he's flourishing a lot more. So these are the four main people running the show, but we have to give props to Levar. He gifted 3 NBA players and shaped all of them to where they were, and 2 of them being top 3 picks in the NBA draft. I don't think you realize how super insane that is. In the whole NBA's existence, no brothers besides Lamello and Lonzo were drafted in the top 5. Sure, the Morris brothers were in the lottery. Steph Curry was 7th, but Seth was undrafted. I think Pau Gasol was 3rd, but Marc Gasol was still in the 2nd round. And 2 brothers in the top 3, that is insane. And this feat is so impressive that Levar actually predicted this, saying that it was a guarantee that his brothers, his sons, would make the league. He really believed in them, but he taught them everything that they know, so that makes quite a bit of sense. Now, it is noted that Levar has also made a lot of bold and wrong claims, like saying that the Lakers won't win a championship in their whole existence because they traded Lonzo, and then they won a chip with Lonzo. So yeah, so sure, he has had a lot of claims, and I think this kind of removes some part, using this analogy that if you are shooting a basketball for the first time, and you shoot it 100 times, you're gonna make it at least once. And I think that's kind of going on with Levar Ball. He's saying about a lot of bold claims, and one of them have to be correct. So that's still, but even with that is still really impressive. So, are the Ball brothers making history? Yes, as these brothers were the only top 5 picks in NBA history. Now, that is, of course, not a certainty that they will always be good. You never know if they're going to be like a bust. Right now, Lonzo is not looking like his prime self. He isn't what many people thought he can be, as that superstar, 30 points a game, best passer in the league. And sure, he's still a really good player, but people don't think of Lonzo Ball as one of the brightest teachers in the NBA. But not talking about Lamello, I personally like the future for Lamello. I really hope that the Hornets are a good fit for him, because as we know, fit is very important for a rookie's development. You could think of someone like Tyler Hero, who flourished in the Heat's offense. And if you're thinking, like, if he went to a place like Detroit, no offense to Pistons fan, that wouldn't make, he probably wouldn't be this good. He probably wouldn't perform as well, because the Heat's culture is insane. Probably the best culture in the league, but you can say the Lakers is arguable, because if you saw people like Jared Dudley, they said that the Lakers were the best culture in the league because they did everything together and their chemistry was perfect, but the Heat are a one-of-a-kind team. Their work ethics are insane, and that's how Tyler Hero fits in. But Detroit is the Pistons. Come on, it's the Pistons. And I would think fit really matters. Now for Lonzo, I'd say he had a decent fit. Yes, he didn't fit very, he was in LA, but still, they had super high expectations, but still, he performed decent. And then I think that the Hornets are a decent destination for him. He doesn't have the most pressure, and he's going to take the green light to do whatever he wants. The one problem is that they already have 2 point guards in Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham, but still, I think that he can develop as their future star player. So yeah, that's going to be the video. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If the Ball brothers are making history, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth NBA analysis. Like the videos if you like the videos, and comment your thoughts about the opinions of the Ball brothers. And until next time.